Everyone, how's it going? Phil Monteleone, the Book Peddler here. If you haven't, I hope you like and subscribe to my channel, The Book Peddler. Stay up to date on book picks, in-store, out-store activity, book reviews, different book selling experiences. If you're new to the channel, this is what I've been making my living doing. I buy and sell books. I love antiquarian books. I love all kind of books. If it can turn a buck, I'm happy with it. But anyhow, things have been busy. I had a nice local pick, and I got my little buddy helping me. Hey, Toby, what are you doing, son? That's my buddy, little Toby. Tobias, a.k.a. 2B or not Toby. He's a pisser. He's in a pretty good mood right now. I tell him if he starts acting up, I'm going to make toothbrushes out of him. He's got real wiry hair. But anyhow, all right, I made this purchase. Check this out, guys. I linked it up on my Instagram channel. It's a beautiful 7-tier stacker. Ain't that something? It's missing a couple knobs. I had to lift up these tiles to fit the top piece in, but it's really cool. I'll give you a back view on it. So I moved the bookcase that was there right there, because it's got 4 shelves to it, and I'm going to fill that up, and I'm going to work on filling up this one. It's really cool. A buddy of mine inherited kind of like an early farmhouse and everything, and so this was there. Made him an offer on it and did a little dealing, and so I got it for a decent price, a reasonable price. And then I also got a bunch of books I'm going to show you. And then I got to get up to see Bob, and I'll show you the books that I got off of him. Well, I already went to see him, so I got some books off of him and everything I got to, get processed. And did I mention that I have Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff? If I did, sorry for repeating myself, but all those will be linked in the description below. And I try to stay on top of it, and I'll keep trying to do better. So let's get to some of the material. First, let's start with this material. My table is really loaded up right now. So I got them in boxes on the ground, and there's some really good New York State history. This one here is really beat up, but I've had the same title. It's by a barber. I'll show you the title page. And I've had this book in here before, and it's done pretty well. Let me get this. Bear with me a minute, guys. Working with one hand. So it's historical collections of the state of New York, general collection of the most interesting facts, traditions, biographical sketches, anecdotes relating to its history and antiquities, with geographical descriptions of every township in the state, illustrated with 230 engravings by John Barber and Henry Howe, 1842. Very nice book. Now, I sold this book, and I think like 50 pages were missing in it, and I still sold it. So, there's my county, Shenango. So I've actually going to go back in my records and see what I was able to sell it for. Boy, there's a lot of activity going on behind me and in the shop. Sorry about that. I'm getting sidetracked. But really cool book. I'll put it in my new case. And then here's a set that I got to look into. The spines are a bit faded, but these are, let me see here. You're actually getting a first look at these books as I am. So let's get to the title page. Okay, History of the State of New York, Political and Government. Looks like it's 1922 by Ray Smith, Syracuse Press, by Roscoe C. E. Brown. Okay, nice set. I'll have to look into that. Hold on. All right, sorry about that, guys. Someone's at the door, and that guy there was acting like a nut job. So let's continue. Hold on a minute. Jesus, get back. Paul, here, take it. All right. So here's a nice set. New York State, a History. Very nice 5-volume set. I love it. The boards are clean and beautiful. Probably 1920s or earlier if I had to guess. Let's see what we got here. There we go, from 1523 to 1927. These are very nice sets, and yep, 1927. Love having these. I won't even list them online, most likely. I'll keep them right in the shop, and they'll go just fine. Actually, what I may do is share some pictures of these. I'll flip it off. Steve Mertens has a Facebook page on New York State history books, and people share their books and everything. It's a pretty cool page, and I may share these on that page and give the people who are interested in it a chance to purchase some of this stuff. Unless, of course, if you see something you want, be sure to reach out. So let's get back to it. So here is the Constitution of the State of New York, 1938. Cool book. Hand-cut pages. So there you go. Beautiful and large. I wonder if there's any pictures in this one. They're probably plates and stuff. So yeah, these were the books that I just picked up. Oh, and I forgot to mention this. This is a set I have to look into a bit more. They've been rebound, but these are Travels Through North America. This is the 4th edition. And this first volume here is either, volume 1 and 2. So this is 1807. How cool. The Provinces of Upper and Lower Canada by Isaac Weld. And Travels Through the United States of North America. It's really awesome. I guess Weld was an Irish guy. And he wasn't a big fan of America, but I love Canada, according to my buddy. And it is filled with maps and plates, and they're both complete. And it's a really nice set. So I'm not going to get out all the plates and everything. If you'd like further information, I could I'd have no problem sending you more pictures. So let's see the title page of this one here. So there we go, 1807. Upper and Lower Canada, this one. And it's so great that it has all the maps. I mean, a lot of these books, people would cannibalize them and take maps out and sell them. If you have a rough book, it is a way to make some money and at least preserve a piece of it. So those are really great books. But the rebinding, it would be more desirable probably if it was in a leather bound, like a 3/4 leather type situation. But nonetheless, it is what it is. Very historical and just a treat to have. So I gotta figure out with these books here, and that's what I'll be doing tonight is pricing, and I have to get listing because I'm behind on my listings. So okay, you guys want to see what I dug up in the farmhouse here? Let's get to the table. Look at him. He is not happy. There you go. Okay, now he's coming to. He was not a happy camper, but now he's getting a little better. He didn't like it when I took his ball. All right, Angling of the Test. This was the gem of the farm lot books, okay? It's got a little bit of condition, but it's not too bad. This is a 2nd edition. Look what's on there. This is written by Pickering to Mrs. Folks, a Pickering, and Shirley, a cousin. So it is signed. Now this is there was, I believe, 75 printed. We're gonna find out right now. And Angling of the Test, or True Love Under Stress by H.G. Pickering. And 1936. The first edition was 1933, and there was 297 copies. This is number 8, so it's really great. It's a really low number, and it is in beautiful shape. Now the higher numbers, Pickering signed right under here, and this one isn't signed. So I wonder if the early ones he didn't, or I don't really understand, but at least it is signed, inscribed there by him. But it is a very nice book, hand-cut pages. It's all original, and this is listed for some really, there's some crazy numbers on it. And if I do end up getting a crazy number on this book, I'm going to give my buddy a kickback, but I'm obviously not going to do that until the book sells. But it's really a really nice book. And this one guy, James Cummings, who's a bookseller, I have one of his catalogs that my buddy Bob's given me a bunch of these catalogs, and they're so great to look through. This guy has a great reputation, and he has that book I have listed from anywhere from a few hundred to $1,000. I will say to those that are getting into book selling, one thing that has helped me tremendously is looking through catalogs like this. Sometimes things will stick in your head, and they're just great reference material. So I have like a couple boxes of catalogs, and it gives you a good idea on certain titles and things that you may come across in the field. So I highly recommend sellers to check those out, because I've learned a tremendous amount. Now let's see what else is here. Okay, so here was like a little pamphlet thing. Little Folks, nice book, very nicely illustrated in here. I had a bunch of Winnie the Pooh A.A. Milne books, which are pretty cool. Alice in Wonderland, really nice color to it. I always like Alice in Wonderland, so do many other people. So, nothing high dollar, but look at that beautiful illustration. But they should sell. Robin Hood and His Outlaw Band. Again, this isn't a high dollar book at all, but it's a great children's book, or I don't even know what age could read that. 13-year-old, maybe 14-year-old. So that's a nice book, and will sell quickly in time. Let's see what else we have here. Wagner's Parsifal, Souvenir, Flowers, Will Rogers. This book here, Per Juno. I think it's a poetry book. This one was kind of nice. It's a Songs of Innocence by Blake, and it opens really cool. Opens like that. And this is a kind of a special printing by Thomas Mosier in Portland, Maine. There was 900 printed like this on this particular type of paper and style. Yeah, here we go. This first edition, let me try to focus it. This first edition on Van Gelder paper consists of 925 copies. So I don't think it's anything of great significant value, but it's a really nice, just looking book and collector's piece. Then I got a neat, I got a ledger. I do like ledgers, and a lot of people seem to like ledgers. And excuse my desk of being messy. I'm rearranging everything, guys. But this is like somebody's scrapbook. So there's just tons of different ephemera and things in this, and poetry. And it's really nice. I have another one upstairs, actually, that are like different herbal recipes. And, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with this. I may just keep it and look through it myself. And then if I'm ever, ready to sell it or something, I guess then I would try to figure out a number on it. But really, really cool stuff. There's some neat pages in here, nice script. So let's take you some more. Okay, The Portrait Life of Lincoln. Not incredible money. It's pretty beat up. There's a ton of stuff out there on Lincoln. But nonetheless, a nice buy. And somebody who likes Lincoln probably scooped this up. Beautifully illustrated. A lot of information. So that's a cool book. I got a nice book on turn of the century scrapbook of Jonathan Streeter Gates, Adirondacks, I believe. Yep. So that's a good one. The Illustrated History of Magic by Milburn Christopher. Another good book. Anything that's kind of occultic or magic is always it seems to maintain a desirability. And then here's a nice set on the Adirondacks right here. Now, I've had some of these individually, and I've done pretty well with them because people love the Adirondacks around here. So here's a list of the titles in here I'll give you a look at. And I'll put this online, and that should do well. So, and then in the box, there's a young person's Bible. Like I said, some more A. Milne books, Winnie the Pooh, some hydroponics books. Like, again, I'll pick out these books. It's not that they're worth a lot of money. But say something like hydroponics is pretty niche. And I do have, though, a bunch of people in the area that garden, that farm, that might be getting into hydroponics or want to get into it. And so there you go. These should be actually, very low dollar sale. But it's nice to have the ability to have someone, at least to be able to purchase something like that at an affordable price. The good old days, they were terrible. I don't know the book. But again, I got a lot of people that love this kind of time period and would enjoy that book. And let's see what else I have here in the stack, guys. These I actually didn't even include in the pick, but I guess they put them in, so I don't really know what's going on here as I'm looking through them. I didn't get any of these music ones except for this one. The leading piano and music store in Brooklyn. Thought it was cool, to have a piece like this, and it folds out, and I believe it's a map. That actually should do fairly well for me. Musical dictionary. Let's see. Nothing. Carl Akeley's Africa. I've had a number of copies of those. To Heal Your Mind. These look pretty good by Robert Frost. Mountain Interval. And North of Boston. Nice books. Anytime I see these paper plates on here, I scoop them up because for whatever reason, I've actually done decently with them. But let me take you in here. So, A Canadian Twilight and Other Poems of War and Peace by Bernard Freeman Trotter. So I thought, who knows? It's the second edition. Got a couple of From Raft to Railroad. This is on the town I grew up around, Green, New York. Of course, this is always going to be a very quick local sale. The Sea and Its Wonders. This looked like a really good book, like an 1880s book. And let's see what else we hit. Oh, yeah, I don't even know where. I did have a book on the Hudson School Painters. Here's The Magic Island. I don't know where that went. Looked interesting. In the last one, this autobiography of Frank Lloyd Wright. So, well, I appreciate you guys bearing with me. Just taking you through a bunch of the titles that I got. I think they're pretty interesting and neat. And so we'll see how we do. If you see anything you like, guys, of course, send me a message. I'm tired. I talk so much on these videos. I am a talker, but it's like I'm going a million miles per hour sometimes. It's like, holy God, take a breath. Okay, this is going to be it for me. I appreciate your time. Appreciate your support. Till next time, we'll see you guys.